to know some effective sit-up exercises. So when we're talking about the sit-up, we're talking about the abdomen, of course. And when we're talking about the abdomen, we want to make sure that we are affecting the abdomen at its full range of motion. A lot of abdomen exercises will affect the abdominal wall in partial ranges. And whenever we want to exercise or train a muscle, we want to take that muscle through full range of motion because we want full range of bodily expression and to have that strength to always support that full range of motion. So not only do we take full range of motion into consideration, we also, for mechanical efficiency and for just optimal function of the body in movement, we want to make sure to understand that the abdomen's true purpose is for anti-extension. So basically, it's preventing the overextension or break of the spine or an open circuit fault of the spine. The spine is like a circuit that has our spinal cord and all our nervous system shooting out from it. So whenever our spine is broken, our circuitry is broken, and so therefore our power, our efficiency is all broken. So the primary purpose of the abdomen is to prevent that from happening, and we call that anti-extension. So basically, when we talk about the bracing sequence, we engage the glutes to set the pelvis, and then our abdomen comes into play. It pulls our rib cage down, and then it pulls in to secure the lumbar spine and support the lumbar erectors to create somewhat of kind of like a girdle or a harness, or sometimes you see people adding that weight belt. Well, we have a natural weight belt that's occurring with our abdomen and our spinal erectors kind of supporting that lower lumbar spine. But we fully integrate with the bracing sequence, we fully integrate that spine and keep it neutral so that we are moving with power and efficiency. Another thing to start thinking about and understand is that with that in mind, we can start understanding the concept of, when we want to get into extension, this concept of global extension or brace extension, being able to extend and not necessarily break at a local point. A local point break would be where we turn off the abdomen and then have a vertebrae or a facet as a joint here, and that would be a local extension, so we would have a break in the spine. We can reach global extension, we can reach extension, but have a brace and neutral spine and midsection while we're doing that. So let me give you two examples of a sit-up that I think are effective. The first one is a simple sit-up here where you have a pad behind your back. This could be a towel or whatnot. It's going to support the lower lumbar spine while you're going through this extension movement. But not only that, it's creating a little bit more. When I flip this ab mat around, for example, if you have an ab mat, when I flip it around, I can create more range of motion while I'm doing this. Now, I'll split my feet out like this in a butterfly position. What that does is it takes my hip flexors out of the equation. Sometimes when you have those machines where you hook your feet into, you're doing a lot of pulling with your hip flexors, kind of bringing your torso up to your kind of knees. We don't want that. We want to make sure that when we're engaging in an abdominal exercise, that we're using the abdominal wall and the abdominal muscles to perform that exercise. So we split our legs out, it's going to take our hip flexors out of this movement. And then what it also does is, with our knees and our hips and external rotation, we create a little bit more support for the lumbar spine. So we want to tap in front of us, and then you notice I'm still moving in kind of somewhat of like a brace movement here. I'm not loosey-goosey through the midsection, coming up, the abdomen's creating the movement back when I come back. I'm not using too much momentum. I'm not loosey-goosey, yeah? feel them. Tap behind me, tap in front of me, full range of motion. And I'm getting a little bit more range of motion because of that ab mat. And I'm really trying to stay braced. You see my rib cage is really coming loose. I'm getting that global extension that I talked about. And I'm not allowing my body to hinge off of a spinal facet or a spinal vertebrae and create another joint. Okay? So that's just kind of like a good old basic sit-up. Now, if you guys really want to kind of focus in and harness the abdomen, a lot of people are always looking for that six-pack look and whatnot. I honestly think there's no exercise beyond this one right here. If you have a Bosu ball, this could be a Swiss ball that's a little bit higher. What you want to do is you want to sit up on this ball where you have kind of somewhat like a 6-inch gap in between your butt and the ground. Your feet are like this and bent. And we want to organize, we want to stay organized where we're talking about our rib cages being kind of pulled down here. We're going to get that global extension. Arms are extended overhead like this, and we're going to kind of stack our hands together, okay? And we want to have our arms stay like this. So our arms are always either behind our head or next to our ears. Some people might not be able to get in this position if you don't have a good overhead position, but we want to maintain this position like this. Arms elevated, arms always shooting and pressing away from ourselves. And then we want to return to a position where we're only perpendicular to the ground. We don't want to bend forward, okay, and lose the contraction on our abdomen. So I'm set here. My abdomen is set. I'm controlling my descent at a count of 4. I'm going to elongate at the bottom position for about 2 seconds, and then I'm going to come back for a count of 4. Okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've reached this fully extended position. I'm still engaged in the abdomen. It's a global extension. I elongate here. 1, 2, 3, 4. My arms are perpendicular to the ground. As you can see, my abdomen is shaking, so it's engaged, it's working. My abdomen is still on. If I lean any more forward, then I'll turn that off. Okay? And then back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extend those arms out. Come back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extend those arms out. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 second hold. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to perpendicular. Now I'm resting, so as you see here, my abs are off. That's called the Mayo Tactic sit-up or Mayo Tactic crunch, whatever you want to call it, courtesy of Timothy Ferriss. If you guys haven't checked out the 4-Hour Body, please do. It's a great book. But really love this exercise. It works on that Mayo Tactic reflex that we have, where you take the abdomen to full range of motion, and then that Mayo Tactic reflex brings us back up. Anyway, it affects your abdomen really, really well. If you can do a good 10 quality repetitions of this, and then that's good enough. If you can complete those, then next time, grab a book, grab a light weight, and just have it overhead in your hand, and go through that motion again. But don't progress into the weight too fast. Just try to go for really quality, slow repetitions. Anyway, talking about the sit-up, got 2 options for you. Viewers request. Much love to all you viewers out there. If you have any other requests, please let us know. We'll shoot you a video. Coco, one love, nothing but love. Everybody do good, positive vibration. Like us, love us, subscribe, baby. All right, share us. Peace out.